Imagine waking up every day with the feeling that you have immense power in your hands. Every morning, a new opportunity presents itself before you, like a blank canvas waiting to be filled. What will you paint? What colors and shapes will you choose to create the masterpiece of your life? Success doesn't happen by chance. It is the result of the small choices we make every day. Similarly, failure is not something sudden, but rather the accumulation of small mistakes made repeatedly. The key difference between those who thrive and those who remain stagnant lies in the daily decisions that are often underestimated. There are 10 essential areas that, if improved daily, can completely transform your journey. Let's quickly explore each one so you can start applying these principles today. And the first one is attitude. Your attitude is the foundation upon which your life is built. It influences how you perceive challenges, handle obstacles, and interact with the people around you. Think of someone who is always complaining and only sees the negative side of things. Does this person attract opportunities or push them away? The answer is obvious. On the other hand, those who cultivate a positive mindset become magnets for great opportunities and valuable connections. If you decide to improve your attitude a little each day by being more grateful, more optimistic, and more resilient, you'll notice that doors will start to open naturally. The second essential area is communication. Everything in life involves expressing yourself and understanding others. Great leaders, negotiators, and influential people are not just good at speaking, they are masters at listening. Attentive and empathetic listening is what separates a superficial conversation from a true connection. If you take the time to improve your communication every day, whether by learning to express your ideas clearly, practicing active listening, or choosing more assertive words, your relationships will strengthen, and your ability to positively influence others will grow exponentially. The third pillar of daily growth is self-discipline. It is the bridge between your dreams and your achievements. Without discipline, the best plans and talents mean nothing. Building self-discipline is not just about willpower, but about creating habits that support your goals. Small daily actions like waking up a little earlier, completing a task even when you're not motivated, or resisting distractions create a powerful cumulative effect. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger it becomes. I once met a young man who was extremely talented, full of brilliant ideas, but he never managed to finish what he started. He jumped from project to project, always excited at the beginning, but abandoning them halfway through. One day I told him, "You need to train your discipline. Persisting even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, is what separates winners from quitters." He started small, finishing one task at a time, and over time, he built the discipline needed to achieve great things. Today, he is highly successful and attributes all his accomplishments to one essential factor: self-discipline. This trait became the foundation of everything he built. But there is another crucial element to developing a strong mindset: challenging limiting beliefs. Often, it's not external circumstances that hold us back, but the thoughts we carry about ourselves and the world. We believe we can't do something simply because we've never tried it before, or because someone once told us we weren't good enough. However, these beliefs are merely mental constructs and can be transformed. So every day, try replacing negative thoughts with empowering affirmations. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," think, "I am learning to do this." Instead of believing, "I will never be successful," start internalizing, "I am on the path to success." Small daily adjustments in the way you think add up, and over time, your entire worldview transforms. I once met a man who constantly struggled with his mindset. He focused only on the negative aspects of life, saw every obstacle as something impossible to overcome, and believed that every failure was final. As a result, he felt stuck, unable to move forward no matter how hard he tried. One day, I sat down with him and told him he needed to change his focus. I explained that instead of concentrating on what was wrong, he should start seeing the possibilities ahead. He took this advice seriously and started small, reading a few pages of an inspiring book every morning, practicing daily gratitude, and shifting his attention from difficulties to solutions. Over time, his mindset changed, and so did his life. He became more confident, more resilient, and more prosperous. It all started with the simple yet powerful decision to work daily on improving his way of thinking. Now let's talk about something essential: time management. Time is a precious resource, and we all receive the same amount of it. The real difference lies in how we choose to use it. Once time is wasted, it can never be recovered. If you want to achieve great things in life, you need to learn how to manage your hours wisely. The good news is that time management is a skill that can be improved every day. Today, you can start by setting clearer priorities. Tomorrow, you can focus on eliminating distractions. The next day, you can practice the habit of saying no to everything that doesn't align with your goals. Small daily adjustments add up, and before you know it, you'll be accomplishing much more in less time, dedicating your energy to what truly matters. How often do you feel busy but not productive? How many times have you realized that you spend time on irrelevant things while essential tasks are left for later? There is a big difference between being busy and being productive. Improving your time management doesn't mean doing more. It means doing better. One of the most effective ways to optimize your time is to start your day with a plan. Take a few minutes every morning to organize your priorities. Ask yourself, what is essential to accomplish today? What can I delegate or eliminate? But don't just plan your work. Plan your breaks too. Rest is just as crucial as action. If you don't set aside moments to recharge, you'll end up exhausted. The secret to success is balancing productivity and rest. Over the years, I have worked with many people who told me, I just don't have enough time to do everything. And my response was always the same: you have the same amount of time as everyone else. It's not about having more hours in the day, but about using them more effectively. Improving how you manage your time is a daily habit, and every small progress makes a significant impact. The more efficient you become, the more flow and harmony you will find in your life. Besides time, there is something equally important: knowledge. The world is constantly evolving, and if you're not learning, you're falling behind. The more you know, the more you can achieve, and the more skills you develop, the more value you bring to the world, and consequently, the more rewards you receive in return. The secret to staying ahead in life is to expand your knowledge every day. How do you do that? It's simple. Read, listen, study. Commit to learning something new every day. Today, read an article about your field. Tomorrow, listen to a podcast on personal development. The next day, take a course to improve your skills. Each small investment in learning adds up, and over time, you will become a more prepared, more confident person, capable of facing any challenge. Here is a crucial point. Learning does not end when you leave school. In fact, that is when true learning begins. Formal education can give you a path in life, but self-education can provide you with a fortune. The most successful people in the world are those who never stop learning. They understand that every new piece of knowledge acquired opens doors to more possibilities and achievements. I remember a mentor, Mr. Shah, one of the wisest men I have ever met. One day he told me, "The more you learn, the more you earn." I took that lesson seriously. I started reading books, listening to lectures, attending seminars, anything that could help me expand my knowledge. And do you know what happened? The more I learned, the more opportunities came my way. The same will happen to you. Finally, never underestimate the importance of taking care of your finances. Your financial situation is not something that simply happens to you. It is something you build. Just like any other area of life, your finances require daily attention and continuous improvement. Whether it is getting out of debt, building wealth, or achieving financial security, everything starts with small, consistent improvements. Adopt a growth mindset, make smart financial decisions, and above all, never stop learning. The path to success is built day by day, step by step, and every step you take today brings you closer to the life you have always desired. Now here is the reality. Most people do not truly understand money. They know how to earn it, but not how to manage it properly. The result, a constant struggle regardless of how much they make. But the good news is that you can transform your financial situation with small daily advancements. Maybe today you start tracking your expenses to understand exactly where your money is going. Tomorrow, you create a simple budget to ensure you are living within your means. The next day, you set aside a small percentage of your income for savings or investments. Each of these small steps adds up, and before you know it, your finances will be under control and growing. The truth is, it does not matter how much you earn, but how much you can keep and multiply. Many people earn high salaries but spend at the same rate they receive. They live on the edge, always one step away from a financial crisis. On the other hand, others, even earning less, manage to save, invest, and build wealth because they have learned the fundamentals of good financial management. And here is something important. These principles can be learned by anyone. You do not need to be an expert to improve your finances. You just need to make small, smart decisions every day. One of the most valuable pieces of advice I have ever received was, spend less than you earn and invest the rest. It sounds basic, but it is incredibly powerful. If you follow this principle daily, your financial future will be secure. But there is a key element for this to work: discipline. You must be willing to delay immediate gratification, to say no to unnecessary expenses today, so you can say yes to financial freedom tomorrow. Small, conscious decisions now create a huge impact in the long run. Now, tell me, have you ever looked at your bank statement and wondered, where did all my money go? If so, that is a clear sign that it is time to improve your financial habits. It is time to take control of your money instead of allowing it to control you. And the best part? No drastic changes are needed, just consistent improvements day after day. This brings us to a fundamental point: personal development. Life is about growth. If you are not evolving, you are stagnant. And if you are stagnant, you are falling behind. That is why every day you should work on becoming a better version of yourself. It is not about perfection, but about progress. Small daily improvements in your mindset, skills, and habits accumulate over time, significantly transforming your life. Maybe today you dedicate time to better understanding your strengths and weaknesses, your habits and behavioral patterns. Tomorrow you develop a new skill that boosts your career or personal life. The next day, you focus on improving your emotional intelligence, learning to manage your emotions and relationships better. Each small improvement contributes to your overall growth, and over time, you become the person you always knew you could be. One of the secrets of personal development is setting clear goals aligned with your values, passions, and purpose. Because it is not just about achieving more things, but about becoming a person more prepared to reach those goals. Maybe today you set a goal to read a chapter of a book that can contribute to your growth. Tomorrow, you dedicate 10 minutes to a new habit. The next day, you set aside time to reflect on your progress and adjust your course. Small, consistent actions generate great results. But remember, personal development is not just about learning new things. It is also about unlearning what no longer serves you. Often, to grow, you need to abandon old habits, limiting beliefs, and thought patterns that are holding you back. It is a constant process of evolution, and the more you commit to it, the more your life transforms. And speaking of transformation, there is an essential factor: gratitude. Cultivating gratitude daily can change your perspective and your reality. When you focus on what is already good in your life, your mind shifts away from scarcity and toward abundance. Maybe today you take a moment to appreciate the people who support you. Tomorrow, to recognize the small blessings we often take for granted, like your health, your home, or your job. The next day, to be thankful for the challenges that have made you stronger. The more you practice gratitude, the more reasons you will find to be grateful. Gratitude is not just about feeling good, but also about acting. When you truly appreciate something, you feel the genuine desire to give back, to contribute to the well-being of others, and to make a difference in the world. And that is exactly why gratitude is so powerful. It not only transforms your own life, but also inspires positive changes in the lives of those around you. Being grateful is a catalyst for growth, generosity, and a greater impact than you can imagine. When gratitude becomes part of your daily routine, it starts to change not only your worldview, but also how you behave. Gratitude makes us softer, more generous, more patient, and more compassionate. When you focus on what you have, when you learn to value both the small and great blessings in your life, you begin to break free from a scarcity mindset, from that constant fear that it will never be enough. And that is revolutionary, because when you stop living in fear, you start living in abundance. And living in abundance is one of the greatest transformations you can achieve in your life. Gratitude is like a muscle. It needs to be exercised every day to grow strong. Set aside a moment each day to reflect on something you are grateful for. It doesn't have to be something grand. Maybe today you are grateful for the sun shining in the sky, tomorrow for the food on your table, and the next day for the lessons learned through challenges. What matters is not the size of what you are grateful for, but the habit of being grateful. And here's something essential: being grateful does not mean ignoring problems or pretending life is perfect when it is not. Challenges are part of the journey, but gratitude gives you the resilience to face them without being crushed by them. When you practice gratitude, you learn to say, yes, this is hard, but I'm still grateful for the strength I have to overcome it. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is wrong to what is right. And this simple shift in perspective gives you energy, courage, and clarity to move forward. I remember a woman I met who was going through an extremely difficult time. She lost her job, her relationship ended, and she felt lost. To her, every day seemed like a battle. In the conversation, I said, find something, no matter how small, to be grateful for every day, even in the midst of the storm. At first, she thought it was impossible, but little by little she started to try. She wrote down one small thing. She was grateful for each day, and something extraordinary happened. Day by day, her worldview changed. Where she once saw obstacles, she began to see opportunities. She rebuilt her life, found new paths, and today she is happier and more successful than ever. And if you ask her how it all started, the answer will be simple. It started with gratitude. Gratitude is contagious. When you express gratitude, the people around you notice and are inspired by your positive energy. Your attitude influences those around you, helping them see the good in their own lives. Your generosity encourages others to be generous as well. Your appreciation for life can lift someone out of negativity and lead them to a new perspective. When you practice gratitude daily, you not only improve your own existence, but also brighten the lives of those around you. And that, in itself, is powerful. Now, think about your life. Reflect on the areas we discussed: your attitude, your discipline, your communication, your relationships, your mindset, your time management, your finances, your personal development, and your purpose. In how many of these areas could gratitude bring improvement? Imagine how different your life would be if you committed to improving a little each day. The key to real transformation is not taking a giant leap, but rather the small, consistent actions you take daily. The real magic happens in the process. That is where deep change occurs. People who dedicate themselves to improving a little every day, focusing on progress instead of immediate results, end up achieving extraordinary things. Success is not a single event, but the result of small disciplines, repeated over time. So tell me, what small change can you implement today? Which area of your life can you start improving right now? Maybe it's your financial life, adjusting small spending habits. Maybe it's your social life, sending a sincere message to someone special. Whatever it is, start today. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it never comes. Start with what you have, where you are, and commit to evolving a little every day. So here's the challenge for you. What small step can you take today? Remember, it doesn't have to be grand or perfect, just consistent. Small actions accumulate over time, and before you know it, you'll be in a place you never imagined possible. And more than that, remember the power of purpose. Purpose is what gives meaning to all these small daily improvements. It's the reason behind every action. When you have a clear purpose, your discipline strengthens, your gratitude deepens, and your motivation becomes unstoppable. But know this, purpose is not something someone hands to you. It is discovered, cultivated, and refined over time. And like everything else, it can be built little by little, day by day. Maybe today is the day to reflect on what truly matters to you. Tomorrow, you can take a step toward aligning your actions with your values. The next day, you can find ways to serve others and make a difference in the world. Each of these small steps brings you closer to a life with more purpose. And when you live with purpose, everything becomes more meaningful, more fulfilling, and more rewarding. Finally, one thing is certain. Living with purpose gives meaning to everything. Purpose is what gets you out of bed every morning and keeps you going, even in the face of challenges. If you're not yet clear on yours, that's okay. Purpose is not something you discover all at once, but something you build and deepen over time. And you can work on it a little every day, reflecting on what truly matters to you and aligning your actions with your values. When you live with purpose, everything else falls into place. Your work becomes more meaningful, your relationships grow stronger, and your challenges turn into opportunities. Life takes on a greater meaning, and you feel truly fulfilled. So take one step at a time, move forward a little each day, and before you know it, you'll be living the life you've always wanted. I want you to remember this when you finish watching this video. This journey is made up of the small steps you take every day. You have the opportunity to grow every day. You have the chance to be a little better than yesterday. And when you commit to daily growth, you realize that the journey itself is the greatest reward. So, what will you improve today? What small, consistent action will you take to get closer to the life you want to live? It's not about a big leap, but about small, daily, continuous steps. And when you adopt this mindset, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish over time. That is the true secret of success. It's not in luck, talent, or just effort, but in the small choices we make every day. And those choices are in your hands. I hope this has touched you in some way. I know that when you start focusing on these small daily improvements, you will begin to see incredible transformations in your life. Keep going, don't stop. Keep evolving, And remember, success is not something you chase, but something you attract by the person you become. If you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, leave your like and share it with your friends. If you're ready to transform your life, comment, "I choose to change."